Welcome back to our lesson today. Today we want to look on a subtopic in Form 2, equations of straight lines. This is for a Form 2. Form 2. Now, equations of straight lines. There are some things that you need to know, that in order for you to get an equation of the line, you must have two things in mind. In order for you to get an equation of a straight line, you must have one that you must have is 2 points given. 2 points must be given. For example, 2, 1, and 3, maybe 6. Any 2 points. Now, if it is in this case, you will be able to get what? Your equation of a straight line. Number B that you must have is that 1 point, at least 1 point, and its gradient, Now, in this case, a straight line or straight lines might be parallel, or they might be perpendicular to one another, and you need to know that is because when you want to get the equation of a line, you must know how to get what? The gradient. Now, how do we always get the gradient? Gradient is given by change in y over change in x. Change in y over change in x. Now, this is just the same as, it is denoted as this, change in y over change in x. So, gradient is given by this. Now, in this case, for example, let's say find the gradient or the gradients of the following points. Now, to get the gradients of the following points, point number A, let's say 3, -1, and 2, -2. How do we get the gradient? So here, this is x and this is y. This is x and this is y. Now, you can say that if this is x1, this is y1. If this is x2, this is y2. Now, the change in y over change in x that we are talking about here is, you can either say y1 minus y2 over change in x is the same as x1 minus x2. The order must be the same. Don't say here y1 minus y2, then you come here and then you say x2 minus x1. No. If it is y1 minus y2, the lower side also is x1 minus x2. The order must be the same. Now, here, when we want now to get what? The gradient is change in y over change in x. So that means that if we need to calculate the gradient in this case, we can say that change in y over change in x, which is the same as, you can say y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. So this will be equal to, what is y1? y1 is -1 minus, what is y2? y2 is -2. Don't confuse with this other negative. This was minus. What is y2? Only y2 is -2. Only y2 is -2, so -2 all over x x1 is 3 minus x2 is 2. So this will be equal to what is -1 minus -2. Minus ikifuatana, minus na minus ikifuatana, the way it is will just be positive. So it will be -1 plus 2. This is the same as -1 plus 2 over 3 minus 2 is 1. Now what is -1 plus 2? -1 plus 2 is 1. 1 divided by 1 is 1. So that means that the gradient of these points is 1. That is before we come to an equation. We have started by how to get the gradient. How to get the gradient. Because we must understand how to get the gradient before we get to the equation. Now, let's also consider the last example before we come to equations of straight lines. It can be -3, -4, and 7, 2, and 7, 2. So here we say that gradient is given by changing y over changing x. That changing y, you can say y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. So for you now, the ones that you have been given, you can decide which one is x1, y1. So you can start with the first one to be x1, the next one is y1, then x2, then y2. So y1 is -4. -4 minus y2. y2 is 2. All over x1. x1 is -3 minus x2. x2 is 7. Now, what will be the answer? -4 minus 3. -4 minus 3. Negative is uchukue kama hii uko na deni ya shilingi 4, then hii pia ni deni ya shilingi 2, yote ni deni ya pesa ngapi? Ya shilingi 6. So whenever you see a negative, take it as a debt. Chukua kama deni. So -4 minus 2 is -6. Is -6. All over -3 minus 7 is -10. So negative divided by negative is positive. So this one becomes positive. Negative divided by negative is positive. Then simplify. 2 here 3, 2 here is 5. So that means that your answer will be 3 over 5. That is it. That is how to get the gradient. Now, I want us to look on now examples on how we can get the equation of a straight line. The equation of a straight line. Now, if you are, maybe you might write that, you can write it as I come to how to get the equation of a straight line. Now, examples now for this case, examples. Let's write that. Calculate the equation of the line. Calculate the equation of the line passing through the following points. A, let's say 4, 1 and 3, 9, or or 3 negative 9. Let me use that. Now, I told you the first thing you get is, first of all, start with the gradient. Get the gradient. Now, how do we get the gradient? Gradient is given by changing 1 over changing x. This is just the same as I've said, because this is y, we can say y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. So you decide. In this case, you can say this is x1, this one is y1, this is x2, this is y2. Now, you just count. What is y1? What is y1? y1 is 1 minus y2. y2 is negative 9 all over. x1 is 4 minus x2 is 3. Now this will be equal to 1 minus minus 9. You see minus followed by another minus, it becomes positive. That there will be positive. So that means that this will be 1 plus 9 over 4 minus 3 is 1. So this plus this is 10. So that means that the gradient of that line is 10. Now, in order to get the equation of the line, we will choose one point, because remember I said when I was starting is that to get the equation of a line, it is either you are given all the 3 points, the 2 points, or you are given 1 point and a gradient. Continue from here. You have the gradient as 10. If we have the gradient as 10, we will come and calculate the equation of the line. So we can choose 1 point from the 2 points, this one and this one and this. We can choose 1 point. We can use either for 1 only, then we leave alone the other one, or we choose this, then we leave alone the other one, whichever. Chagua moja. Then let it pass another point x, y, and the gradient of the line is 10. So we'll say, using the approach of getting the gradient, that means gradient is given by changing y over changing x. So that means that changing y, you can say if this is x1, y1, this is x2, y2. Now, whereby it will be y1 minus y2 over, or you can say, yeah, for it to be simple, similar, you can start with the ones with the letters, so that you will not be confused to where to the negative values. y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. So the gradient is what? Is 10. Is equal to y1 is 1 minus y2 is 1 over x1. x1 is x minus what is x2? x2 is 4. So you can say this the same as of 1. Then you do what? You do cross multiplication. So it will be 1 times this. 1, let me write here, 1 into y minus 1 is equal to 10 into x minus 4. Now, 1 times y is y, minus 1 times 1 is 1, is equals to 10 times x. So 10 times x will be 10x. 10 times 4, this is minus. 10 times 4 is 40. Then you collect like terms. You can bring this one on this side, or you leave that. You take this one on the other side. So that means that y will be equal to 10x minus 40. If this minus goes on the other side, it will be plus 1. So that y will be equal to 10x minus 39. Minus 40 plus 1 is the same as uko na deni ya 40, ukalipa moja, utataiwa ngapi? It will be negative 39. And that one will be what? Will be your answer. That is the equation of the line. Until the next lesson, let me take this opportunity to wish you the best. We will have some more examples in the next lesson. And for you to be kept updated on our lessons, please subscribe to our channel and make sure you also strive hard to achieve the best. I wish you the best. Thank you.